This exercise is called the hang clean pull, and it's one of the first introductions that I'm giving in my programs to Olympic lifting. Now, the foundations of a deadlift and stuff are all still the same with this movement. However, there's a few key differences and things that we want to look for while we do it. So I'll talk you through the positions, be patient, and we're going to go through the pieces now. Now, the first piece to the hang clean pull is the grip on the bar. And what we want to hold for Olympic lifting is what we call the hook grip. Now, the hook grip is, instead of holding it normally with our hands just wrapped around the bar, we want to wrap our hands as hard as we can around the bar and get my fingers to go over the top of my thumb. Now, I have quite long fingers, so I can easily get my fingers over the top of my thumb. For some people, they may only get a little bit of their finger over the top of their thumb. But the key thing here is that we want to get as much of it as we can over our thumb there, and that's what we call the hook grip. Now, the width that we're going to hold the barbell for the hang clean pull is similar to the deadlift, or it might even be identical to your deadlift. And that's, for me, going to be thumb against the knurling and then taking my grip on the barbell. So every time I grab the bar for a hang clean pull or a deadlift, it's pretty much at that identical spot. Now, from here, standing up nice and tall to start with, and I'll give you a quick look at what the movement is like. Now, the first part to the movement is what we call position one. So from a tall standing position, position one is going to be just a slight bend of the knees and keeping my chest and torso at the exact same angle as I was when I was standing. So it's literally a very slight bend of the knees. From here, we go down to position two, and that looks like this. So hinging forward from the hips, position one, hinge forward from the hips, and shoulders come forwards of the bar, and I should really feel my hamstrings loaded up very tight here. Now, from this position, the cue that we use for clients is jump, and literally we're just trying to jump while keeping our arms straight. And that's what the movement looks like. So to rehash that and go through that again, position one, tall, slight knee bend. Position two, push the bum back, shoulders forward, feel the tight hamstrings. And then on jump, keeping our arms straight, jumping up as tall as we can. Now, with this movement, just start very light. There's no harm in starting with just an empty barbell. This one's a 20 kilo bar. You can get smaller barbells. You can even get broomsticks or even a golf club just to practice on. The broomstick or the golf club might be a little bit harder to hold because you won't be able to get that hook grip on it as well. So the barbell could be a little better for that. But essentially just practicing that movement. 1, 2, jumping up nice and high. What we're looking for here is not like fatigue in the muscles or overloading or anything like that. We're just looking to load our bodies up with a little bit more weight, resisting against gravity and trying to jump and explode through that, because that's going to increase our ability to drive power and force through the floor, which will then help with things like ground reaction force when we go into a golf swing and trying to use the ground to push against to generate more power through the kinematic sequence of our golf swing. So this movement is called the hang clean pull.